Welcome back, everybody, to Serene Queen TV. How are y'all doing today? I'm your host, T. Back again with another one. This time, I want to talk about Hoteps in the Black community and how they spread toxicity. So please like, share, and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments, and I'm going to name names. SZA, Erykah Badu, Dr. Umar, Summer Walker, Shaharzad Ali. Those are just some that come to mind on toxic Hoteps. I think a lot of Hoteps, as we know, spread a lot of bullshit that's low vibrational and keeps Black people held back, which is definitely how you know that there's some doublethink there, because it's supposed to be a movement of progression, but it's still a lot of like niggatry and, again, low vibrational and just like ultimately demonic behavior that really doesn't follow the Bible, that hoe-teppery promotes. And so that's kind of like my issue with it and a lot of other people's problem with it. Shaharzad Ali is really what sparked me to make this video, because she, like Iyanla and like my generation, the younger generation, millennial and Gen Z generation of Black women, feel that like boomer generations kind of like coddle Black men, because Shaharzad Ali has in a book, she thinks polygamy is okay, like polyamory and polygamy. She thinks that's natural and that it's fine and that women should share men, and she thinks it's okay for men to put their hands on women. Like, that is crazy. And women like Iyanla and Shaharzad internalize misogyny and misogynoir, and always, just like the Black men, this is why people call them male identified, or pick-me's and all this other stuff, mammies, I've heard it all, because they don't hold Black men accountable. They always want to throw the weight back on Black women, and it's just like, well, what more do you want Black women to do? You know, like, Black women have raised our children and other people's children. Like, if Black women stopped having children by Black men out of wedlock, the Black population really would be near extinction. Black people are the only thing really keeping the Black race. Black women are the only thing keeping the Black race going, but Black men are not really contributing their half to keeping the race going. And if anything, they're the ones who are working extra hard to try to erase the race. So there's a lot going on. Black men are very feminine. They are used to Black women being in their masculine energy because we've had to take care of things for so long, so they've become comfortable with that type of dynamic. I hope this guy isn't too loud. So that's just the reality of where the Black community is. But when you have people like, again, Dr. Umar, who clearly practices polygamy in his own life and has been scamming the Black community, and then you have people like Iyanla and Shaharzad who normalize bullshit too, it just keeps Black women and Black people as a whole, because if nobody take responsibility or accountability, or somebody is taking too much of the proportions of accountability and responsibility, it keeps us in a cycle of dysfunction and toxicity. As far as people like Summer Walker and Erykah Badu, SZA, they're continuing to lead Black women down a negative path too, because they push a lot of, Jezebel antics. They push a lot of witchcraft. They push a lot of fuckery. They push children out of wedlock, no commitment, baby daddy, baby mama bullshit. They push that bullshit. SZA has a whole song talking about killing her ex, and SZA, the Weeknd song, I'll Be the Weeknd, like, she's been promoting a lot of toxic shit in her music, and these people do it under the guise of love and light and, higher vibration and smoking a bunch of weed and doing shrooms and being in touch and all of this, like, toxic positivity bullshit that, again, replaces accountability, and just a lot of it, again, is still rooted in narcissism and all types of other demonic shit. So it's all a vibrational. The older generation and younger generation both work in a way that keeps, again, Black people lost and under this spell that I've been talking about. It's so hard for Black Americans to get free because so many of our own are working against us. So let me know how you feel about this. You know, again, let's talk. I'm really disappointed in Shaharzad because I thought she was, you know, just a better figurehead for black people. And then I'm hearing all this craziness from her. Just like with the situation with her talking about welfare, you know, oh, black women kicked their man out of the home. Black women kicked their man out of the home because if you're not paying the bills, then why are you here? There was a lot of black men who weren't taking care of their families even then. That's part of why the government felt the need to step in and made it to where, no, you can't have your man living here, because if he was really a man, you wouldn't be hustling and fronting all these bills on your own, taking care of children on your own. So some of these public policies were in place for a reason. And, you know, it's easy for some of these Hoteps to spin history and make it seem like, oh, there's just like this big agenda against black men. There's an agenda against black men, but black men are also not helping themselves out with a lot of the bullshit that they do as well. You know what I mean? Like, there's somebody who can have a trap set out for you, and then there's you willingly walking into the trap. So I'm tired of excuses and, again, lack of accountability and all this stuff. It's like, we as a community, we've got to want more. And as our women, we cannot miseducate our women into believing that black men are victims, and that, you know, that part of the reason why the black community is in the state that it's in right now is all the white man's fault. And black women take blame too. But again, I'm talking about us pushing Jezebel spirit. So accountability has to be held on both ends. I hope that y'all can see that my view is not super biased, because again, I don't respect a lot of the bullshit I see black women do. I have a whole video on here talking about, again, us pushing Jezebel spirit. Some of us can have bad attitudes. You know, black women hold some weight in the state of the community too, but our men really do as well, because it takes two to tango. So let's chat, and I wish y'all a great day. Bye, y'all. Talk to y'all in the next one.